and welcome to another NBK-Design video tutorial. My name is Annika, one of the creative team member from NBK-Design. The products you will see in this video were received free of charge as part of my free creative teamwork for NBK-Design. Today I want to show you how you can use those Artsy layers, which are part of the Family Story collection. This is the collection here. Perhaps you remember, it's an older collection from 2017, and I want to show you how you can use those Artsy layers. So let's open it in Photoshop, and now you can see on your layers panel that you have different layers on this Artsy layer. We have two text layers, we have a mask, textures, stitches and dots, and feel free to delete every layer you don't like. For example, if you don't like the stitches, then hide it for the moment. Don't delete it. Delete it at the end if you finished your page and you are sure you don't like the stitches. Because sometimes you decide, oh no, I want to have the stitches, and it's easy to click only the eye here. And we have textures, of course the mask where we want to clip a photo in it. We have these little dots here. So now we want to drag this whole layers on our paper, and we can do this by just click the first or the last layer. The last layer is already selected, so we click our shift on the keyboard and hold it and click the first layer, and now all layers are selected, and we can click in our Artsy layer and drag it on top of our paper. So now here is it. So first I want to explain the text layers. We have this text box here. If I click on this layer, you can see there is a box, and we have this round text layer. So the first one I want to explain is this box here. You always find some texts in the text layers. These are dummy texts with no sense. So now we select our text layer and we activate the horizontal type tool here. Just click it, and now we click somewhere in the text here, and you will get this message that you don't have the same font which is used in this text box. This is okay, just click OK. And now click somewhere in the text here, and first we will delete the text, and the best is that we are sure we have deleted all the texts in the text boxes, because most of the time there is some text hidden. So I want to show you, if I make this text box bigger, you can see there is some more text in it. So to be on the safe side, we have all the text. Just click Ctrl or Command A. Now all the text is selected, also the text you can't see, and click delete on your keyboard, and all the text is gone. So feel free, as I showed you, to make this box bigger if you are sure you have a lot of text. If not, let it like it is, and of course you can also make it bigger at the end. So now we can type in some text. So and click OK, and now you can increase the size, for example. And now there is some text gone, and as I told you, you can now make your box bigger and your text is here, and click OK. So these are the text boxes. And now let's see how this round text works. For this I will hide for the moment all the layers and only want to show you this round layer. So you can see there is a white outline on the text. This is the effect stroke. If you double click on the stroke, you can see the size of the stroke, which you can change, bigger or smaller. And you can see the color. You can change the color if you want. And the opacity. Okay. For now I will hide the effect. If you don't like it, you can hide the effect. I will do this now so it's easier to show you how this round circle works. So go to your type tool again and we click somewhere in the circle. You get the message that the font is missing. It's okay. We know this. Now Control or Command A to select all the text and the delete button on your keyboard. And now you see here is the cursor. It starts here because it's centered. You can also make it align to the left side or the right side. Let's make it left, then the text writes here. Okay. And if we make it align to the right side, it starts on this side. But it doesn't matter because we can change the direction and we can change the position of the text also later. Okay, again. First Control or Command A to select all, then delete. And now I let it on the let this text centered. And today is a nice weather. We have a lot of snow and rain. Okay. You can see now we have some space left because my sentence is too short. Sorry. And what we can do now is, first we say OK. We can now change the size of the font, make it 18. And now some text is gone because here is the end. And let's try 16. Snow and rain. Yeah. 18 was too big. Snow and yeah, the word rain is gone. So let's. Okay. I will show you. Here's the end of my sentence. So, okay. How you can see, it's a little bit of work to find the right size of the font that the text, your sentence fits perfect into the circle. This is why I recommended that you don't use a meaningful one sentence in such a circle. It's better you use only one word or two words like a happy day, and you repeat this, because if you repeat this, it doesn't matter if it's cut in the middle of the word. But if you use only one sentence and it has a meaning, you need to read it in full size, and you can cut the sentence at some points. But if you want to try and to try with the font size, then you can do this, of course. So now we start here at the bottom, and the text comes from the left and around the circle. So what we can do now, we can change the direction, and of course you can change the size, the font. So now if you want to change the direction, we can do this with our transform tool, controller command T. But this text is wrapped around a path, and because of this we need to open our direct selection tool here. And now you can click controller command T on your keyboard. I'm on the wrong layer. Controller command T, and now grab one of these outer squares here until the cursor changes to this. And now you can change the direction and click OK, and now we start here with today is a nice day. And again, controller command T, and right click on your mouse and flip it horizontal. Okay, and now we start here, and again control T, and you can move it again. So you only have to be careful that you are here on the direct selection tool, because if you are on your move tool here, controller command T, and if you make right click flip horizontal, you flip the letters itself. So you can see, and back. So make sure you are here on the direct selection tool, then controller command T, and you can move the direction, or you can right click and flip it horizontal to start the text from the other side. So now we will bring back our the effect. Okay, and controller command 0, you fit your canvas to your workspace, and now we have here our text, and I have here my text, and now we can start and make the rest to our own. First I will activate the mask, select the mask layer, and now I have already chosen a photo here, and if I drag it on top of my paper, it's automatically above the mask where I want to clip it in. This is why I selected the mask before. So this helps if you have a lot of layers, and if you just drag the photo on top of your paper, it's somewhere in the layers panel, and you have to search where is my photo, where is my mask, and you have to bring them together. So the easiest way that you can be sure that your photo is on the right place is you select your mask, and your photo will automatically being above the mask. I will resize the photo. And then click Alt on your keyboard and go between the two layers and just click, and it's clipped into my mask. You can see. Okay. Now we have this white mask behind our photos, and we can clip into this mask a paper, for example. Let's see if we have some pattern or mixed media papers. Yes, we have, for example, this. And again, Alt on your keyboard and between the two layers and clip it in. And you have now a photo clipped in the mask. Or I will delete this. Select your mask, and in this collection are the colors as color switches and styles. If you double click on the styles, they are installed at the styles panel here. Here are the colors, and you can choose one of the colors from the kit, from the collection. Okay, and then we have the dots. If you want to color them, you can also just click on one of the color styles. Same with the texture, you can just click on the colors here. Okay, and same with the stitches if you want to recolor them. And we have this texture behind. Okay. So now we have filled all the Artsy layers here. So this is the first Artsy layer, and I will delete it now and show you a second one. And I think after this you have a clue how those Artsy layer works. Again, we need to drag and drop it on top of our paper. The last layer is already selected, so click Shift on your keyboard and select the first layer. And now all layers are selected, and we can easily drag them on top of our paper and place them. And here we have again this text box, which fits perfect to the round circles here. And we have two masks here, and the green and the red mask, and this ink and some lines. Okay, let's first start with the text here. Click on the text layer and go to your type tool here. And first we delete all the text from this text box. Click somewhere, you get the message that the font is missing. It's okay. And then click Ctrl or Command A and delete on your keyboard. And the cursor is here for the text. And now we start with that text, and the text fits perfectly to this round shapes. Okay. And now let's make it a little bit bigger, so I don't have to type the whole box. So you can see it's now perfectly on this round shape. And now let's focus on the mask here. I want to show you something. Select the mask. As I told you, if we drag a photo on the paper, now it's directly above our mask. And I don't know why my page is selected, so I will deselect it. And now Control, Alt and Shift and resize your photo. And Alt on your keyboard and click between the two layers, and the photo is clipped in. And now you can see this mask has this little dots like cutouts in it, and if you don't like this, it's easy to change the shape of the mask. So first make a copy of it. So we still have it because we will paint in it and we will destroy this mask, and at the end, if you don't like it, you have saved the copy of the mask and you can easily go back to the original mask. This is why we make a copy and hide this. And now go to your foreground color and change it to black, and go to a brush and choose a regular round soft brush. And make it a little bit smaller. And if you paint now with black over those dots where you don't want to have it, and also you can make your mask a little bit bigger here, or again you can also make it bigger here, and perhaps you use some different shapes of brushes. You have a dynamic brush. You can brush into the other mask here, and if you don't like something you need to erase it, choose the eraser here and you can delete. But this is why we make a copy. We will never can go back to the original size. So you also can, of course, delete parts of the mask. So this is just, it makes no sense if I delete as much as I did now. I only want to show you that you can always change the look of a mask, paint with black and choose a brush, and most of the time you only will make a little changes of a mask, and I'm sure you will not change the whole mask. Okay, Control or Command 0 and you fit your canvas to your workspace. Now we have the text perfect on our round mask. I will delete now this mask which I painted, and no, I don't want to clip the mask into this mask, but I want to clip the photo into this mask. So I think in this case the only change perhaps you want to make is to make it transparent here where the dots are. Okay, so as I told you, you will only make some little changes on a mask, and in this mask you can clip in a paper, another photo, or you can also clip in artsy bits. Try it. Sometimes it looks really nice, and I have already tried this one, which has this bow. So I will select my mask, because if I drag now my element or paper or photo on top of my paper, it will be appears directly above the mask. Now I will Alt and Shift and I will resize it a little bit, and Alt on your keyboard and clip between the two layers, and now we have this other mask behind, and again we can only change the colors with our color styles here, or we can clip in again one of the papers. Let's try this one. I need to rasterize this layer because I applied a style here, and go right click and rasterize layer is on, and now we can see the clipped paper in it. Okay, and now the red one. Let's try this paper. Yes, or if you don't want to have a paper, you can also just apply a style. So I will delete the paper and apply this brown style here, and that's all. And of course you can change the color of this lines and inks if you want. Yeah, and then you can add more artsy bits and pieces or whatever you want, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video and you learned something new, and that you now can use those artsy layers. See you next time. Bye.